is in with run, springs on 3rd and 8. Shotgun formation. Staubach throws. Incomplete. Intended for Pearson. Reggie Wilkes was the defender. Clock stop.
And Carl Hairston, number 78, and Dennis Harrison really put good pressure on. The shotgun. That's Dennis Bigfoot Harrison, 68, 78. That ball is right on. You can't deliver it any better than that.
You could see him turn his head and look just before the ball got there. Wally Henry back deep for Philadelphia, and Danny White is the Dallas punter. The Eagles will get the ball back with about 4.5 minutes left to play. The line drive kick should be returned, and will be by Henry. Cosby is the first man down, and he makes the sure tackle. And the Eagle offensive unit charged up and ready to go.
Whoa!
The Philadelphia Eagle.
They claim that young man spent $1,200 of his own money to make that bird, but I think he got robbed.
He is unofficial. At the 45-yard line, the Eagles go on offense. And this is Montgomery. Wilbert breaks a couple of tackles, and then the Cowboys swarm, led by Bob Brunick.
Is Montgomery important? On that last scoring drive, he had 36 yards rushing and 11 receiving. If things happen with the Eagle offense, it's with Wilbert Montgomery. A 6th-round draft choice from Abilene Christian.
He got 4, so make it 2nd and 6 at the 49. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. Scott Fitzke, wide receiver on one side, Carmichael on the other side. Jaworski throws and has a man wide open. The fullback, Leroy Harris, gets an Eagle first down.
A good catch and a fine throw by Jaworski. Jaworski is now 11 of 29 for right at 200 yards with 1 TD and 1 interception. But his numbers are really improving. Big effort here by the fullback.
Clock still moving. The Eagles have all of their timeouts left. Dallas has 2 left. That's Montgomery. Wrapped up by Bruning. Good play by the middle linebacker.
Wow, John Dutton and Sizemore just exchanged right hands. Talk about battleships. Watch the top of your screen. Dutton and Sizemore battled. They pulled the offensive center trying to finesse Dallas. You don't do that. But right above that scene, 2 big fellows really squared off.
In the event you might have joined us late, Robert Newhouse left with an injured leg, one of the Dallas running backs. And the other one, Tony Dorsett, suffered a separated shoulder. You saw that quote from Harvey Martin. Ball batted up in the air. Dutton does a little dribble. It was batted by Harvey Martin.
Again, now they're calling upon why they are professionals and why they're called America's team. Watch this. Harvey goes inside, the new move he's trying to develop on Wallers, and spikes it. Meanwhile, Sizemore and Dutton again exchanged unpleasantries. That's 268 and 278.
Larry Barnes, Wilbert Montgomery will operate as running backs. Clock stopped with just over 2.5 minutes left to play. Dallas 24. The Eagles 17.
They're doubling Carmichael.
On 3rd down. Jaworski has his tight end. Keith Trepway for another clutch first down.
And Guy Brown really sticks the tight end. Watch number 84. Swings the back out of the backfield. Got a double on Carmichael and a diving catch by Krepley. When the Eagles gave up on Charlie Young, everybody said, what'll we do without a tight end? Number 84 is spectacular.
Exactly 2 minutes left to play as Jaworski comes over to talk to Vermeil, and the score is 24-17. This is out ever to see the Eagles play it. There are no-shows.
We got a full house right here in our booth. Look at this.
Speaking of full houses,
that is a mask, we're told.
2 minutes to play. Line of scrimmage is at 28. First down, Eagles. Jaworski with all kinds of time throws for his tight end, cuts away and overthrows. No flags.
Great coverage by Benny Barnes, number 31. When the Eagles get down to the 20 or 25, and now time is running out, you're going to see what they think they can score with. They like the corner. They like the flag. They'd like to get Carmichael there, but he's going to have some company.
He'll have double coverage. He also has that tremendous height advantage over the man who normally covers him. Aaron Kyle.
Coach Stiles down there was given those offensive instructions, and you can never tell by the look, huh?
Never. 2nd and 10, Eagles. Carmichael is split wide to the left. Fitzke was with him, but he goes back in motion now. Carmichael is out with Kyle alone this time. This is Montgomery. Wilbert Montgomery tripped up at about the 24. Dennis Thurman.
Another great play by Benny Barnes, number 31. Let's watch the top and see if the secondary man comes up, plays Sizemore to the outside, the 268-pound tackle, and somehow slowed the play up enough to get help.
Barnes replaced Randy Hughes, that strong safety, and Thurman went to cornerback when Hughes had to leave. 3rd and 6, Wilbert Montgomery and Billy Camfield, the setbacks. Cowboys faking blitz again. And they're serious about it. The catch.
By Fitzke.
Fitzke again. Scott Fitzke. The first down for the Eagles.
His real first offensive action of the entire season. The young man from Penn State. A low throw. A great catch and very carefully done. Here came the blitz. You get into Dallas territory, deep in there, they'll try to hurt you with too many people to block.
First down for Philadelphia at the 17-yard line of Dallas. Just over a minute left to play with Dallas ahead by a touchdown. The Eagles have a first down at the Cowboys 17.
Field goals are out the window. You need 7 points. And the last touchdown Philadelphia scored was hard to come by. Here comes the quick substitution. That's the pass rush.
Montgomery is split out wide to the right. Harris, the lone setback. Dallas made those last second substitutions. Jaworski throwing for Krepfle. Overthrowing. Back there with him was Benny Barnes again.
And Harvey Martin and Stalls knocked number 7 down. But a pretty good throw by a pass rush that was put in late just to maybe get the wrong call by the offensive line. That's Thornton to the top. I think Martin made contact with Jaworski.
Carmichael was up pointing his finger at somebody, and Vermeil is really upset. I think about that last second substitution by Dallas. He's not pleased at all.
And they're using a timeout, but you can't say it's wasted right now, because now you want to make sure you get 7 points.
And Dallas calls a timeout. They're saying that Dallas had too many men on the field when the ball was snapped, I'm sure.
How many men do you have to have on the field? It's 11, right? Vermeil thought that Dallas maybe had 12, and then the next play, Dallas maybe was going to be short, so they called the timeout.
I think that's what happened. I think they only had 10 men out there, so they used one of their timeouts. They have one left. The Eagles had 2.
55 seconds up in the corner. You can watch it with us.
That's the timeout situation. It is second down.
Where's Carmichael? He's the slot.
On the left side. Jaworski. Harvey Martin and Jaworski throws the ball at the feet of Wilbert Montgomery. Montgomery started to come out of the backfield. Did you see Harvey Martin put the hammer on him?
And just lock him right in. It looked like Jaworski was trying to get it to his swing back. But I thought he was looking downfield, perhaps trying to look off the play, make it look like it. Here's Martin making a big rush. He collared number 31 and stayed on his feet and got back into the rush.
And Jaworski just had to drop it at the feet of Wilbert Montgomery because of other pressure from the Dallas rush. Campfield and Montgomery will operate out of the backfield now on third down. 50 seconds left to play. Cowboys ahead by 7. Harvey Martin has Jaworski. And lets up. Harvey took the inside route and got there.
And the new rule, when the quarterback is in the grasp of the lineman, it is over. Watch the stunt. Let's see if Harvey comes to the left and comes through, and Randy White comes to the right. That's what happened. Wade Key, number 72, couldn't quite get number 79.
And Philadelphia has called this timeout. They've got one left. Fourth down. 45 seconds left to play.
You don't blitz, do you? Or is Dallas getting ready to?
It looks like it, but I don't think I would. Long count, and they're leaning in like they're coming. And they are. Jaworski just lobs behind Carmichael, and Dallas will take it over. They put the heat on run.
He tried to hit a 6'8" receiver running the post, but what a gamble and what a play. I wonder if Jerry Tubbs, the linebacker coach, is the one that sent it down from upstairs. Here they come, folks. A lot of them.
That was Guy Brown who got to Jaworski just as he let it go.
Cliff Harris came too, so the safety came.
They didn't leave too much to chance, did they?
There are not enough people in the trenches to block all those fellas. What a contest.
Boy, this is the best one we've had in a long time.
It rejuvenates that team. They've had a lot of injuries today.
They have lost Newhouse and Dorsett.
Look how quiet the Eagles are on the Eagles sideline.
Staubach just squats down. And the Eagles get into a little shoving and pushing. Claude Humphrey in total frustration, and Philadelphia takes a timeout. And that is all of the timeout situation for the Eagles. Contest and a broadcast produced by Robert D. Stinner and directed by Sandy Grossman. Excellent as always.
And all of our technical people that do such a fantastic job. Amazing. Dallas loses to Philadelphia in Dallas on a Monday night. And Dallas comes into Philadelphia and beats the Eagles, who are leading the division in Philadelphia on a Saturday afternoon.
Sets up quite a contest for us next week in Dallas, does it not?
Washington, Dallas at Texas Stadium. That is the shootout.
Dallas wins today, they will be in the playoffs. At least as a wild card team, no matter what next week. Ron Jaworski.
And after that first quarter, Jaworski seemed to settle down and ran a pretty good game plan.
Dallas again. Just hands to Staubach. And they'll let that clock run.
Cowboys reached down, though, to that depth. We always talk about it, but Springs came off the bench and did a job. Laidlaw came off and spelled him. When Newhouse went down and Dorsett went down.
Butch Johnson with a clutch rebound catch. And don't forget about Dennis Thurman. The job he did. Dallas 24, Philadelphia 17. From Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, Pat Summerall saying so long for Tom Brookshire. The NFL on CBS is a presentation of CBS Sports.
NFL Today is sponsored by Pioneer High Fidelity Components. Pioneer, we bring it back alive. AC Delco, quality automotive parts for quality motoring. AC Delco. And by Beneficial Finance, where the money is. From the CBS Sports Control in New York, here's Brent Musburger.
Good afternoon, everybody. 2 Sundays to go, and not one division championship wrapped up yet in the NFL. Yesterday afternoon, this weekend began, and Seattle upset Denver 28-23, but it really doesn't make that much difference to the Broncos. It's going to come down to a week from Monday night, Denver and San Diego against the Chargers. Also, the Dallas Cowboys took the upper hand in the NFC East, beating Philadelphia behind Roger Staubach.
Really a great victory for us. There was a lot of key plays in the game, and offensive line really did a heck of a job. They kept them away from him. Butch Johnson made a sensational catch there in the end zone, so it was a big win for us.
Butch Johnson is out wide to the right. Preston Pearson is one of the running backs, and now is the only running back. Staubach operating firm on the center, not the shotgun this time. Straight back for Tony Hill. Deflected and caught for a touchdown by Butch Johnson.
The Eagles secondary would love to have this play back. Watch Tony Hill, number 80. Keep your eye on him and not the ball. They go to clear him out of the play, and Johnson comes in behind for the touchdown that put him in business.
We had a lot of confidence in the second quarter when we drove into the win and almost got in there. Tony got hit on that and fumbled, so we knew we could move the ball. So the offensive line just did a heck of a job. We played them in Dallas. We had trouble with Philadelphia, but this time I think the offensive line just took them on and had some big holes, and we kept moving the ball.
Now watch defense. Look at Harvey Martin, 79. Take Montgomery out of the screen pass. Jaworski had no place to go. That's the kind of game that Martin turned in against Dick Vermeil and the Eagles. Working the stunt, he came right in on Jaworski with time running out. And Harvey said they had to do it.
We didn't make any really adjustments. We just went after him, man. It was all over. We had Dorsett on the bench with a separated shoulder. We had guys picked up off the floor out here all day long. So we just had to take it on the line and just take it. You win with defense. Your defense takes you to Super Bowls, and your defense has got to be tough. We made some mistakes today that gave them some big breaks, but we'll work on them this week and get ready for the Redskins.
And that, Irv, is the game that could wrap up the championship for Dallas. They must beat Washington. They have the upper hand. You did those interviews, and down on the sideline, was the game as fierce as it came across on television?
It was vicious. I mean, the contact and the intensity down there was very high because both of these clubs know that in order to win a division outright, of course, you have to defeat one another.
There was a moment of confusion. The penalty that was called, and Vermeil took it against the Dallas Cowboys, the 5 yards, and there was some thought that, hey, don't take the penalty, make them kick the field goal in that situation.
Well, they had no choice. It was an illegal procedure penalty where the clock, the 30-second clock, had run out. The official's whistle had been blown, so the penalty was automatically assessed. The Eagles had no choice.
All right, we've got some awards to give out. As you know, Charles White captured the Heisman Trophy out at USC this Monday. We think we should award one to the non-glamour College Player of the Year. This is the man who has no chance at all to win the Heisman. If he doesn't get in time of that game, everyone will receive a lolly. And I guarantee you, it's something that you're going to have a good laugh about. That's coming up next Saturday on the NFL Today, the first annual Lollipop Awards. And the NFL Today will continue on CBS in just a moment.
What comes out of a loudspeaker is only as impressive as what goes into it. Pioneer's HPM speakers have a unique super tweeter that breathes to produce incredible highs. Its driver delivers remarkably crisp mid-range. Its bass you not only hear, but feel. So instead of sounding great on part of the music, HPM speakers sound great on all of it. Pioneer, we bring it back alive.
It's the Delco Freedom Battery Sale. What do you want from a car battery, America?
Freedom to start in the cold. Thanks, Delco.
And you? Freedom from adding water. Thanks, Delco. Then come on to the Delco Freedom Battery Sale. AC Delco is making it possible for you to save on the powerful, never-add-water Delco Freedom Battery. At participating outlets, when you see the Delco Freedom Battery Sale poster.
Thanks, Delco!
Give your family a great holiday. Give them all a holiday to remember. For that special time of the year. Beneficial's the place when you want more money.
Daddy, look!
Make this holiday extra special with extra cash from Beneficial. We want to lend you the full amount you have in mind.
It's one time of year you just can't cut corners.
At Beneficial, you're good for more.
We're not exactly alike. I'm wearing JCPenney Plain Pockets jeans, and I'm wearing the world's best-selling jeans. My jeans are made of tough, heavy denim with good looks and great styling. And mine have this fancy stitching on the back pocket.
But plain pockets only cost you $12.
JCPenney Plain Pockets. The big difference between us and them is the pocket and the price. I'll buy lunch.
The Los Angeles Rams again can wrap up the NFC West if they beat Atlanta today. Jane, you picked Philadelphia yesterday. Who do you like in the Los Angeles?
Maybe I better not pick. You know, Dallas said, don't pick us anymore. Every time you pick us, we lose.
Let's go down to George Allen, who will be covering this game along with Vin Scully. George, last Sunday, Atlanta really stunned San Diego. Are the Falcons that good, or did they play over their head?
Well, yes, they did. The Falcons played very well, but I think they caught the Chargers down a little bit. The Rams should be fired up today. This is a big game for them.
So you would like Los Angeles in this situation, right, George?
Well, I do. I think that the last month of the season, Brent, we always stress this with our ball club, is character month. Every game you play is a character test. Players, coaches, management, trainers, and doctors. So today, the Falcons are taking a character test.
All right. Thank you, George, very much. Character test from some announcers, too, right?
Well, there's a character test on the field, too, in St. Louis, Brent, where Hank Stram and Kurt Gowdy are doing the Giant Cardinal game. And, of course, Kurt, the Cardinals, of course, have to test their character. They have a young man in the backfield who's really carried the banner for them this year. Is that right?
That's right. He's undoubtedly the best rookie of the 1979 season, Herb. He wears the Cardinal uniform. His number is 32, and his name is Otis Anderson. They don't come around too often, fellas like Otis Anderson. You can go back in modern times to Gale Sayers, then O.J. Simpson, Walter Payton, Earl Campbell, and now Anderson, who needs 24 yards rushing today to break the all-time rookie rushing record. O.J. Simpson played against him last week. O.J. ironically will retire next week, and when he does, he says the next great running star in pro football is Otis Anderson, and you'll be watching him this afternoon. Back to the NFL today.
Thanks very much, Kurt. What a compliment. O.J. to O.J.
Indeed. All right, from Philadelphia to Green Bay, Pat Summerall, who's standing by for the Packers and the Bears. Two-part question, Pat. How's the weather out there? And this is kind of a reverse situation for these two teams, isn't it?
Well, the good news is the weather's not bad. It was about 30 degrees when we were down on the field a few minutes ago, and it's supposed to stay pretty much like that throughout the afternoon. You're right. Last year at this time, the Packers were headed for the playoffs. They had a record of 8-5-1, and they lost to the Bears, and they never made it to the playoffs, of course. This, one of the oldest rivalries in pro football. This is the 121st time these two teams have played. And, Brent, I think one more thing is significant. If the Bears wind up in a tie with Washington, they get down to the tiebreaker that involves net points. So it's not only important for the Bears to beat the Packers today, but to beat them as badly as they can.
All right. Thank you very much, Pat. I'm sorry you brought that up. That means we have to add all those points today, Jane. Best dressed coach on any sideline has to be Bum Phillips of Houston, without a doubt. He knows, that man knows what to wear.
Once I put that hat on you, though, I've got to say that you give him a run for his money. The Cowboys may play in Dallas, but there's one Cowboy who really looks the part in another part of Texas, and it's Houston's coach, Bum Phillips, who's best known for wearing a cowboy hat to every game, but he also has quite an assortment of boots. I visited with Bum to find out where he gets all those boots. These snazzy boots belong to the NFL's only real cowboy, Coach Bum Phillips of the Houston Oilers. Bum's been wearing pointed-toed boots all his life, and the collection in his closet includes an exotic array of skins like anteater, kangaroo, badger, and eel to complement the traditional cowhide. Coach Bum Phillips keeps his boot closet pretty well stocked with an annual off-season trip to Juarez, Mexico. Today I came along to see for myself how he and his personal bootmaker, Sandy Sanders, come up with all of those wild ideas. And what kind of skin is this?
This is anaconda.
with a natural finish on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful skin.
No, this is python.
I've got a pair like that you sent me a while back. Yeah, that's the one that squeezes you.
That's python.
This was a long python. Now, how many pairs of boots would this make?
Full vamp boots, about 2, 3.
For a big-footed guy.
What's your favorite skin?
Really, probably ostrich. You know, that's probably the softest.
This one.
Yeah, that's probably the softest. I know it lasts a long time, you know, and it's so soft, it's like a teacher's leg.
Right, it's a good wearing boot. I have one more to show you before we go out to look at the plant, and it's...
Oh, my God.
The sprayed crocodile.
Isn't that beautiful? Now, I'll tell you, that's what I need. I need a pair of those.
Well, for you.
I need a pair of them for the season, though. I mean, like for Pittsburgh. Crocodile, that outfit that bites.
You got it.
It'll bite your leg plumb off.
Bite it hard.
I need all the help I can get at Pittsburgh, especially if it's raining. These are water creatures, aren't they?
They are water creatures.
Oh, that is beautiful. That's the best looking skin I've ever seen.
Beautiful.
Well, you'll have them.
The Sanders Boot Factory turns out 600 pair a day, using the skilled hands of Mexican craftsmen instead of machines.